Have you ever looked up at the night sky and felt something pull at you? Not like a thought, but like a memory. A whisper that says, "You've been here before, but not from here." Have you ever wondered why this world feels a size too small for your soul? Like a coat that never quite fits, no matter how you try to blend in. Maybe it's because you were never meant to blend in, and if you carry the crescent moon on your palm, that soft, curved mark beneath your thumb, this may be the first physical sign that you are not just human, but a celestial being walking through a human life. Tonight, we're stepping into a truth so many of you have always felt, but never had words for. Because there are 16 signs that reveal whether your soul is angelic. Not metaphorically, but literally. And if even 2 of these signs match your life, the rest of this message is not an accident. Before we begin, there's something you need to know. The feelings you've been carrying, the loneliness, the deep empathy, the strange sense of remembering something you've never lived. They're not imagination. Dolores Cannon called this phenomenon the volunteers. Souls who didn't come here to learn, but to guide, to heal, to anchor light in shifting times. And if you've spent your whole life feeling like you are watching humanity from just one step outside the circle, you're not broken, you're remembering. These 16 signs aren't random traits. They're celestial markers, breadcrumbs your soul left behind so that one day, exactly on a night like this, you would finally understand why you've always felt different. Tonight, we begin that remembering. And as we begin, if any part of this already resonates with you, press 1 in the comments. It helps you anchor the message, and it helps me know who's awakening tonight. Sign 1. The feeling of not belonging. You've carried this one since childhood, haven't you? That quiet ache, that soft, constant feeling that everyone else seems to understand something you don't. It's not social awkwardness, it's not introversion. It's the soul memory of someone who came from a higher place. A place where kindness was the language and harmony was the air you breathed. People like you don't fit in because your energy wasn't designed for the noise of this world. You're not meant to match the room. You're meant to change the vibration of the room. If you've always felt out of place, it's because your soul remembers a home made of light, and you're still adjusting to the weight of being human. That is the first sign. Sign 2, hyper-empathy. When someone's hurting, you feel it in your own body. When someone cries, a part of you aches. You sense lies, tension, heartbreak, before a word is spoken. You weren't overly sensitive. You were attuned. Angelic souls absorb emotions like antennas catching frequencies. You step into a room and instantly know who's suffering, who's anxious, who's pretending to be fine. And even when it drains you, you still try to comfort them, because something inside you whispers, "This is what I came here for." Most people feel emotions, but you carry them. Sign 3, inability to tolerate darkness, cruelty, or conflict. You've never understood why people can hurt each other, why they shout, why they lie, why they choose cruelty when kindness is right there. When there's tension, you feel it like a physical weight. When someone is angry, it feels like the room shakes. When you witness injustice, your entire soul screams. This isn't weakness. This is a sign of higher consciousness. Angelic beings are not accustomed to lower vibrations. On a soul level, you come from a realm where aggression doesn't exist, where conflict dissolves instantly because everyone can feel the truth in each other. So when you encounter the heaviness of human conflict, your spirit reacts. It recognizes, this is not my natural state, and that recognition is the third sign. Sign 4. Intuition that borders on prophecy. You've always known things you couldn't explain. You sensed danger before it happened. You felt truths before they were revealed. You knew who to trust and who to walk away from, long before your mind had evidence. You receive answers in dreams, gut feelings, random downloads that arrive out of nowhere but end up being right every time. This intuition is not a skill, it is a memory. The memory of navigating from a place where communication is telepathic, where truth resonates instantly, where the heart speaks louder than words. If your intuition has always felt like a quiet voice that guides you, protects you, warns you, then you're not merely intuitive. You're remembering the way angels speak, and that is the fourth sign. Sign 5. A sacred bond with nature. Have you ever noticed how the world quiets down when you walk into nature? The wind softens. Animals stare at you a second longer. Trees feel like they exhale when you arrive. To others, forests are scenery. To you, they're family. You don't just enjoy nature, you belong in it. It feels like the only place where your soul finally relaxes, finally breathes. Light beings and angelic souls carry frequencies that match the natural world. Your energy harmonizes with flora, water, animals, because you come from a realm where everything communicates through vibration. When you're overwhelmed, nature heals you because nature recognizes you. And if you've always felt safer with trees, moonlight, oceans, or animals than with humans. Sign 6. Meaningful synchronicities. Have you ever wondered why certain numbers follow you everywhere? 1111, 2, 22, 3.33, 7.17, or repeating patterns that appear right when you're thinking about something important. Or why certain people appear at the exact moment you need them. This isn't randomness. This is contact. Angelic souls are guided through synchronicity more than logic. You receive signs instead of instructions. You hear whispers instead of orders. The universe communicates with you through alignment, patterns, timing, and perfect coincidences. You are never navigating alone. You are being steered. If synchronicities follow you like breadcrumbs in the dark, reminding you that you are on the right path. Sign 7. Wisdom beyond your age. Even when you were young, you saw the world differently. While others played, you observed. While others competed, you questioned. While others followed, you felt older. People probably told you, you're mature for your age. There's something ancient in your eyes. You talk like an adult. That's because your soul is older. Old souls aren't simply experienced. They're reincarnated fewer times because they originate from higher realms. You didn't learn this wisdom. You carried it here. Dolores Cannon often said, "The ones with ancient eyes are rarely from Earth." If your mind has always felt like it remembers things you never learned. Sign 8. The loneliness of a misplaced light. This one is the most painful and the most revealing. You can be surrounded by friends, family, crowds, and still feel alone. Not because you lack connection, but because your vibration doesn't match the room. Angelic souls walk with a different frequency. Most people around you don't fully see you, understand you, or meet you at the depth you naturally exist. You crave conversations that feel real, souls that feel familiar, eyes that feel ancient like yours. You're not lonely because you're unlovable. You're lonely because your soul hasn't found the other light beings yet. And that ache in your chest, that sense of, I'm meant to meet someone, but they're not here yet. Sign 9. The inner light. That others can feel. Have you ever noticed how people soften around you? Strangers open up to you quickly. Children trust you instantly. Animals walk toward you without fear. You've heard people say things like, "You calm me." I don't know why, but I feel safe with you. Your presence feels warm. This is not charisma. This is not emotional skill. This is radiance. Angelic souls carry a frequency that feels like light. Not visible light, but emotional light. Your presence reduces tension, slows arguments, and soothes stress without you doing anything. Your aura speaks before your mouth does. If you've always been the safe space for others, even when you needed someone to be yours. Sign 10. The healing touch. There's something different about your hands. When you hug someone, their breathing changes. When you touch someone's back, they sigh in relief. When you hold someone's hand, their anxiety softens. You've done this since you were young, long before you knew the word healer. Some people heal with medicine, some heal with knowledge, but you heal with presence. Your touch carries an energy that realigns, comforts, and sometimes even transforms. Dolores Cannon said that earth angels often heal by accident without realizing they're doing it. If people turn to you when they are grieving, hurting, or falling apart, not for advice, but just to be around your energy, that is the 10th sign. Sign 11, your sensitivity to dishonesty. You can't explain how, but you just know. When someone lies, even a harmless lie, your stomach tightens. When someone hides their true intentions, your body reacts. When someone's energy feels off, your soul warns you like a quiet alarm. You don't need evidence. You don't need time. Your intuition reads the tone, eyes, posture, frequency, and tells you the truth instantly. Angelic souls were not built to tolerate deception. Where you come from, truth is natural. Transparency is instinctive. Nothing can be hidden. So when you sense dishonesty on earth, your spirit reacts the same way a bright light reacts when someone tries to cover it. It pushes back. If you've always felt that you can see people as they truly are, even when no one else notices. Sign 12. A strange relationship. With time. Time doesn't feel normal to you. Some days move too fast, others stretch endlessly. Moments feel familiar even if you've never lived them. You've had dreams that felt more real than waking life. You've had instincts that told you what was coming before logic could catch up. Sometimes you feel like you're walking slightly out of sync with the world around you, as if part of you lives in another dimension. That sensation is not an illusion. It's a sign of a soul that vibrates beyond linear time. Angelic souls don't fully anchor into Earth's timeline. Your consciousness stretches between past, future, and something beyond both. This is why you often feel older than your age, and yet strangely eternal, if time has always felt fluid, strange, or dreamlike to you. Sign 13. Soul memory flickers. Those moments that you remember, something you've never lived. There are moments in your life when time seems to fold in on itself. A smell, a place, a face, a soft sound, and suddenly you're hit with a wave of familiarity so intense that your heart pauses for half a second. You remember, but you don't know what. You recognize, but you don't know who. You know, but you don't know why. These flashes aren't imagination. They are soul memory flickers, fragments of where you were before you became human. Angelic souls often experience these sudden bursts of déjà vu because your consciousness is layered, multidimensional. Part of you is here. Part of you remains connected to the realm of light you originated from. So when you see someone and feel a deep familiarity, when a random location feels like home, when a dream feels like a memory instead of a fantasy, your soul is whispering, you have been elsewhere, and you are remembering. If this has happened more than once, that is the 13th sign. Sign 14. A magnetic pull toward the moon, the stars, and the night sky. Some people look at the moon and think it's beautiful. But you look at the moon and feel cold. The night sky awakens something ancient inside you. The stars feel like familiar faces. The moonlight feels like a soft reminder of something you lost, or something you're meant to return to. When others sleep, your soul wakes up. The quiet of night feels like your natural environment. It's the only time you can sense the world as it truly is, without noise, without masks, without distortion. Light beings and angelic souls often feel more at home under the moon than under the sun, because the moon carries the frequency of memory, intuition, and celestial origin. If the moon has always felt less like a rock in the sky and more like a mirror for your soul, that is the 14th sign. Sign 15, the sense you were. Sent here, the mission that never leaves you. You've felt this since childhood, long before you had language for it. That quiet, persistent feeling of, I'm here for something. Not something small, not something random, something important. Even when life distracted you, even when you doubted yourself, even when people told you to stop overthinking, that inner knowing never disappeared. It followed you through heartbreak, through change, through silence, through every strange twist of your journey. It's the sense that your life is not just a human life, but a mission disguised as a human life. Angelic souls incarnate only when the world is shifting, when consciousness is rising, when Earth enters a cycle that requires beings who carry compassion as their natural state. If you've always felt you were dropped into this life with a purpose too big to name, that is the 15th sign. And now, we enter the most revealing sign of all, the one no one can fake, the one no one can imagine, the one that marks your very soul. Sign 16, the Crescent Moon, mark on your palm, the physical proof of a celestial origin. Look at your palm, slowly, gently, beneath your thumb, near the base of your lifeline. Is there a curve, a soft arc, a mark shaped like a crescent moon? If you have this, you are carrying the rarest sign of all. Not myth, not imagination, not symbolism, but a physical imprint your soul carried with it into the human body. Dolores Cannon called these the markers of multidimensional souls. Light workers recognize them as the path of the lunar gate. Ancient mystics believed the crescent mark was the seal of beings who walked between realms. And now, in the modern era, those who carry this symbol are awakening globally at the exact same time. This mark means you are a guardian soul. You are here to guide transitions. You carry intuitive gifts that cannot be taught. You walk with energy from a higher realm. You were not sent here to be ordinary. And if you also carry the M mark, your activation is already in motion. This is not coincidence. This is not a random formation of lines. This is your celestial identity written on your physical body. If your palm holds the crescent moon, then your soul is not merely visiting Earth. It is working here, and it is waking up. The true meaning of crescent moon. You've carried this mark your entire life, but only now are you ready to understand it. The crescent moon is not a coincidence. It is not a random crease on the skin. It is an ancient symbol, older than language, older than religion, older than the memory of humanity itself. Its meaning was never meant for the masses. It was meant for the few who are strong enough and awakened enough to hold it. The crescent moon on your palm is the lunar gate mark, the sign of souls who walk between realms. It represents 3 truths. 1. Memory. The crescent moon is the symbol of soul memory, a reminder that your consciousness is older than this human lifetime. It appears only on those who have lived in higher dimensions and carried fragments of those realms into this incarnation. This is why you sense things before they happen, why you feel what others cannot feel, why you remember what you have never lived. The mark is your proof. 2. Intuition and lunar sensitivity. Angelic souls with the crescent moon are guided by lunar cycles. Your intuition is strongest near the new moon and the full moon. Your dreams become messages. Your emotions become signals. Your insights sharpen like a blade of light cutting through the dark. This symbol on your palm is a reminder that you were born connected to the feminine frequencies of guidance and prophecy. You are not guessing. You are receiving. 3. The guardian role. Most humans live for themselves, but those who carry this mark were not sent here for personal ambition. They were sent for service, to protect, to guide, to hold light when the world is heavy, to help others cross the threshold from fear to awareness. The crescent moon means your soul carries the vibration of a guardian angel in human form. You do not save the world loudly. You save it silently, through kindness, through intuition, through presence, through the light you carry even when you feel tired, even when you feel alone. And here is the part most people never hear. Only 1% of souls come to Earth with this mark, and those who have it usually awaken during times of global transition, just like the times we are living in right now. Your crescent moon is not a mark. It is a calling. It is the universe whispering, it's time to remember who you are. Angelic mission code. Now that you understand what the crescent moon truly is, there is one more truth your soul has been waiting for. Every angelic soul who incarnates into a human body carries a mission code, a blueprint woven into their energy long before they take their first breath on Earth. This mission code is not written in language. It is written in instinct, in patterns, in the people you're drawn to, in the pain you've survived, in the gifts you didn't ask for but were born with. And if you carry the crescent moon on your palm, then your mission code has already begun to activate. Let me show you what that means. 1. You are sent to anchor light in dark cycles. You have survived things that should have broken you. You've carried burdens that weren't yours to carry. You've healed situations where you were the only source of stability. This wasn't punishment. This wasn't coincidence. This was training. Light beings are placed in difficult families, difficult environments, difficult lives. Because darkness teaches the light how strong it truly is. Your mission code activates through every hardship you've transformed. Every time you refused to become bitter, every time you gave compassion instead of revenge, your soul completed another piece of its mission. 2. You were born with an inner compass. The calling that doesn't go away. There is something inside you that keeps whispering, you're meant for more. You didn't come here just to live. You came here to awaken. This inner pull isn't anxiety, isn't imagination, isn't delusion. It is the echo of your angelic origin. Your mission code activates whenever you follow that voice. The voice that leads you toward truth even when it defies logic, toward healing even when it's painful, toward growth even when it's uncomfortable. You're guided from within, because your compass is not human. 3. You carry a silent influence. You shift people by existing. You don't need power, or a stage, or a following to fulfill your mission. Your energy alone is enough to alter timelines. You've met people whose lives changed simply because you were there at the right moment. You've comforted souls without speaking. You've inspired change without preaching. You've healed people without trying. This is the mission code at work. You don't change the world loudly. You change it energetically. And that is how angels operate on Earth. 4. The time of activation is now. For years, your gifts were dormant, muted, softened, because the world wasn't ready. But everything has shifted. Consciousness is rising globally. Humanity is waking up. The energy of the planet is changing faster than any time in the past century. And souls like you, the 1% with the crescent moon, are feeling the pull. Wake up. Step forward. Your mission begins now. Your life until this point was preparation. Everything beyond this moment is activation. Take a slow breath. Let everything you've heard tonight settle into the space behind your heart, the place where truth feels like warmth and recognition feels like peace. Because if these signs resonated with you, even half of them, then this message didn't find you by accident. Your entire life, you have been searching for a word, a name, an explanation for why you've always felt different. But you were never different. You were never too sensitive. You were never too intense, too emotional, or too strange. You were early, awake in a world still learning how to open its eyes. And now, you're not waking up alone anymore. There are thousands of souls who carry the same light, the same intuition, the same crescent moon, the same mission code that burns quietly under their skin. You've just found them. And if your soul felt that gentle pull tonight, if something inside you whispered, "This is me," then you are already stepping into the next phase of your awakening. Before you leave, I want you to do one small thing. Not for the algorithm, not for this channel, but for your own activation. Type in the comments, "I remember who I am," because that sentence is a key, a declaration, a signal to your soul that the forgetting is over. And when you're ready to go deeper, when you're ready for the next step in your mission, subscribe, not as a viewer, but as a returning soul reconnecting with the others who walk this path. Your light is needed. Your presence matters. Your awakening has begun. Welcome home, Celestial One.